lot of these graves weren't here, but most of these graves were.
And he's been here since '81 then, right?
Since '81, yep. He bought 6 graves. It was 3 and 3, but this rock took up to 3.
Right.
So they only need one more for Sandy.
But they have the spots here, right? And then half brother.
Half brother.
Right next to him. That was nice that they put him here.
I thought so. It was nice. His brother, Harry's brother, came. He played some songs. I didn't know Jen Chapin at the time. She probably was here, but she's got a few new CDs out recently.
Yeah, I was listening to her stuff. So these are all the rocks and all the coins and little things that people bring up to the grave. And Scott was saying that Scott's been here 14 years. He's saying that this is the most visited grave here in this cemetery here in Huntington. The name of this grave cemetery?
Huntington
Rural. Look at that.
Business card on that. Give you one.
I have your information. He says that people come up here and sit down and play guitar, which that would be something that I definitely would think that somebody would do. Amazing. It's a beautiful cemetery.
This is like the best time of the year to see this cemetery when everything's blooming.
It's just overlooking the Huntington.
Hey, take a walk down here. You'll see that this is really the prize jewel of the cemetery. You're okay where you park?
Yeah.
We'll walk around this way.
Okay. Look at the beautiful flowers on the steps like that.
Yeah, my other guy works here with me did that. I thought it would be a nice little touch.
It was. I've seen that in a few of them. They're beautiful.
It's called creeping phlox.
Oh yeah. I stopped before and took a picture, and I actually went right by the grave.
Yep,
wow.
View. That's Connecticut. That's Huntington Harbor.
This is beautiful. And if you look down here, that's New York Avenue.
That's correct.
My father, as a kid, worked at the car wash, which is still there after all these years. It's a beautiful place. I'd like to be buried here. Look at this.
Good views.
Look how they did that there. That is beautiful.
I mean, none of this was here when I first started. None of these plantings were here. It was just areas where there were maintenance issues, and either you weed whack it, you can't mow it.
Right.
So I said, why don't we start planting? These people that own those old plots, they're not visiting anymore. Those families and those families are long gone.
Wow.
But they did pay for perpetual care.
Yeah.
So the perpetual care means we'll mow the grave.
Right.
Take care of it. But to do something like that makes it a little nicer.
That is so beautiful the way you guys did this. You guys really, really put your time and heart into this, which is nice because it's showing respect. And
I just wish people had some respect for cemeteries. For the most part, people do, but the younger generation don't care. They think, oh, what do they care? They're dead. I'm like, they're skateboarding in here and they walk their dogs in here. I'm like, look, this is a cemetery.
Yeah.
It's holy ground.
Yeah.
There's parks. Go walk your dog in the park.
Yeah, you're not going to take a skateboard in a courtroom, right?
I pick up the dog. I'm like, yeah, and then you put it in my garbage pail. And now I got to deal with it.
But look at this place, man. I really appreciate you taking the time. I wasn't expecting this. I just came to look for it.
Michael Rothbahn, right there, the double heart.
Oh yeah, okay. Who's that?
That was the guy that ran the IMAC before Paramount took it over.
Oh wow! Now
Kathy and Richard.
These people had the.
You probably know Kathy.
I remember of them. I didn't know them, but I remember who they were. So these are the people that had the IMAC before it was.
These are the people that actually ran the. In fact, their thing is still here.
Oh my God!
Okay, just so you know, that was his license plate.
Look at that.
And she's a doll. Kathy Bottley, she's a doll. I mean, those two were the nicest people. They had their dog there the whole time at the IMAC. Everybody would pet their dog.
The dog is here too?
He was cremated.
Oh, look at that. How sweet is that?
Cleo.
Harry Chapin, huh?
Harry Chapin, yep. Other than that, there's a lot of war veterans here. One Congressional Medal of Honor winner here. I'm sure there's more that I find out over time, and if you look in the records, it really doesn't say anything unless you ask families. If I see some real old lady by a grave, I'll kind of go over there and talk to her and ask her a few questions and see if I can find anything out.
Wow, and then your best friend is buried over there, which played with the Rising Sun, you said?
Correct.
He was the bass player for the Rising Sun. They were doing very well. And he passed
sort of
away.
A copy band, but they had a lot of originals themselves. I mean, Tony Catania, the guitar player for that, I mean, he just looks like Jimmy Page, and he is Jimmy Page.
Wow.
He's got every guitar that Jimmy Page has ever had, plays double necks, everything, and the guy is a really phenomenal guitar player.
Wow.
And he finally made it what he wanted to do in life. He wanted to be a copy band in a sense, playing Zeppelin. Now he's playing with Jason Bonham, who
oh my goodness, right? And all the other good ones. I mean, look at all the people we lost in the last few years. I mean, Michael Jackson, Prince.
Oh, Prince, that was
Luther Vandross. I mean, it's like not for nothing. There's a lot of good talent out there, but these people made a difference. They put their time in, and it was just history. It was just talent.
Die young. Well, that's true in some cases.
I mean, look, Janis Joplin, way back, even Hendrix, Right. But imagine what it would be like if they were still here. Even Elvis, for that matter.
Oh, Elvis, amazing.
But look at this. I always wanted to come up here and see this, and I'm glad I did. I was glad I was able to pay. I know he's in heaven, and I know that nobody's here anymore. But
correct.
just the idea of paying respect, because we can't go to heaven right now, right?
Nope. Yeah, you can go to church. But
yeah, we can go to church. But here again, here's all the rocks and all the tokens from everybody who's been here, and I'm sure there's been thousands of people here. Much respect. And real quick, the history on that rock, so people know about where that rock was originally.
That it was, I believe it was in the family house in Connecticut.
Okay.
And it was in their backyard, and all the Chapin family, as they were growing up, played on this rock as little kids.
There you go.
That's what I was told.
And now they took that rock and brought it here and put it into the gravesite.
It was actually cut out and then recessed into the rock.
So there's more history to this rock than just a rock.
Yep.
Well, thanks, Scott. I really appreciate it.
Oh,
This place is beautiful. You've been a pleasure. You took time off to show me this. I just wanted to see the site, but I'm getting more than I bargained for today, which I'm kind of glad that I stopped and I made a new friend.
There you go.
All right, God bless.
We're drummers. Look at that.
Hey, we're both drummers.
Look at that,
There you go.
That's definitely fate.
God bless, man. So that was Scott, and I wish I would have got him at the very beginning, because we were talking about more things that was going on here, but I think we covered pretty much a lot of ground. And the reason why I wanted to do that, I've been a big fan of Harry Chapin for a long time. And I've always I've grown up here in Huntington, and finding out years ago that he was buried here, I always wanted to pay respect. I know he's in heaven. I know that we're no longer here and all that, but just to show my way of respect. And I always wanted to visit the grave. It's part of history. It's part of Huntington. It's part of my life, right? Part of all of our lives. And we're leaving the cemetery now. I'm telling you, what a beautiful place to be buried. You seen over there with the people that owned the iMac, where they had their dog buried with them. How beautiful is that? I mean, especially people who have animals and want them to go with it, be buried with them. That was a beautiful thing. Look at all these beautiful trees. They do such a nice job on the landscape. They plant all these flowers and all these different things. They go out of their way. It's up on a hill. It goes down on the other side. They have a whole new section. It's just really beautiful here. It's very peaceful. Okay, we're coming out of the cemetery. We're heading west, and we're going back to Oakwood Road. And you can see right on the side over here, on the north side, there's houses actually that come up to the end of the cemetery on this side here. Imagine that being your backyard, right? Okay. All right, so here we go. We're coming down. I appreciate Scott, taking the time from his work. Definitely a pleasure. Well, here we go. We're leaving the cemetery now, Huntington Cemetery. I'm going to sign off now. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you're ever in Huntington or live around the area, or if you're visiting Long Island, definitely meet, if you're a big fan of Harry Chapin, definitely a must-see. Like Scott said, his grave was the most visited grave in that cemetery. I can understand why. Well, God bless everyone, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.